Bring him with us.
What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going?
You know, I gotta stop you, bro. You're in one of my favorite movies growing up. My childhood movies, Jumanji.
Thank you.
Now, I freaking just saw this movie like on TBS the other day.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah! Now, personally, the Hunter was always my favorite.
Okay.
You know, he's got the big giant like elephant gun.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I was just, do you get sick of people coming up to you talking about Jumanji? You're like, that was 20 years ago.
No,
I don't care.
I honestly still love it. It's. I was talking to somebody else about it. They're like, is it embarrassing? No, it's almost like when you graduate from high school or something, right? It's like, oh, everybody says congratulations, and you feel a little bit kind of awkward about it, but it's still flattering.
Sure.
That's what it is.
Okay,
like
so it's still fun because now I thought I saw, like, I was doing something, like I was looking on Yahoo today, and they were talking about like Sony and all these new movies they're making, and they're like, oh,
Yeah.
Bad Boys 3, and I think I saw something about Jumanji. Are they making a sequel to that, or what's happening? And would you be in it? What's happening there?
My understanding is they're doing a reboot. You know, Hollywood's doing this thing now where they remade Spider-Man because the other Spider-Man wasn't what they want. Whatever. My understanding is they are doing a reboot. And I mean, a sequel, I would have loved that. I could totally get behind a sequel.
I'm back in the game.
Yeah, you know, great plan. Like, okay, Kirsten Dunst and I find the game now as adults, right? We got our own family, we play the game.
Right.
Could have been awesome.
Sounds good to me. I would watch that movie.
But well, what frustrates me about it a little bit is, okay, Sony says they're going to do a reboot. Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
They didn't do it when Robin Williams was around.
Right.
And it feels kind of like, you know, at this point it's a little bit greedy, maybe a little insensitive.
A little
but,
bit
you know.
Well, I don't see. I don't know if it's insensitive because, you know, we obviously lost a great one with Rob. You know, but I mean, the movie's still out there. There's still fans. I believe there was a Jumanji 2, people like myself would still watch it.
Right.
Just for nostalgia purposes, if only.
Exactly.
You know?
The sequel would have been great.
Okay, but now you feel that without Robin, maybe it would be rude. Because was he willing to ever do a Jumanji 2?
My understanding, and this is something that I heard, like, you know, 6, 8 years ago when they first started talking about a reboot, they already had a producer and director attached, was that they couldn't get him to sign on to do another one.
Okay.
Now, I don't, you know, I'm not in those negotiations. I don't know if that's true. Yeah. But I think that he didn't want to do another one because the first one felt right. It felt like the right way to do it. And trying to bring him back for another one, it didn't lead in that direction. It led like it gets found somewhere else.
Right, and why ruin a good thing? You know, it's a good classic. The CGI and the monkeys don't look as great nowadays.
Well, but I mean, for when it was made,
up.
it was impressive.
Right,
like, you know, 95.
Was it 95?
The other stuff that was around then, you've got Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
And actually, one of the ILM guys, I was talking to him on one of the days that we were all there, and he said that the animation for Jumanji was so much harder than it was for Jurassic Park.
Wow.
Because everybody's seen a monkey. Everybody's seen a lion.
Right.
They could do whatever they want.
I don't know what a
nobody
raptor
cares.
looks like.
Exactly. But for that stuff, it was hard.
Okay, so now, so you get Jumanji. It's like your people's favorite. It's like, I know you've done tons of other stuff, but we love Jumanji. Sorry.
Yeah. It's great.
What are you working on now?
Now I'm actually producing a lot of my own content.
Okay.
I started a sci-fi entertainment company called GFO Entertainment.
Okay. I love sci-fi.
With a buddy of mine who I've known for years. He's also an actor.
Okay.
And I'm working with another friend of mine. We just finished a short that's going to be going to all the festivals and stuff next year. It's called Blind.
Blind. Okay.
Really experimental, artsy kind of film.
It's about a blind person.
It is about a blind person.
I guess
I play the lead. His name's Charlie Weaver, and he suffers from double black blindness, which
sounds terrible.
It's very rare, and it's blind where not even light shows up in the room. Like, they see nothing but black, and it's
that's the scariest thing I've ever heard.
It's a very cool concept. Really heavy, but very cool.
But something cool. Okay, so you're still working, you're still doing your thing, and you're basically just living the life. Got a question. Now, I've heard people say that I'm not going to keep you forever. I know you guys trying to go get some food. One last question. You know, I hear people say that, like, child actors have it the hardest in Hollywood. You know, we've seen some of them go off the freaking deep end. I see you and you're all normal. You don't have a crack pipe. I mean, like, I mean, is there a trick to having a successful Hollywood kid life and then growing up to be a normal human adult?
Well, I think I was really lucky because I was very supported by my family.
Okay.
And when I was about 15 or 16, I'm like, I'm going to take a little break for a while.
Okay.
And I really was just going to take a couple years.
All right.
Harder to get back in the business.
Sure.
Than you thought.
Right.
But I think that really helped sort of stabilize me. I did get to experience some of regular high school. I did sort of get to tune down a bit, which was cool.
Right. Okay. Man, I lied to you because I said I was only going to ask you one more question.
All right, that's fine.
Then I remembered something. Now, along with Jumanji being one of my favorites, Beauty and the Beast.
Yes. Now that is a throwback.
Yes. It's hey, first of all, Gaston was always my favorite, but
Okay.
I root for bad guys a lot of times.
Yeah.
Anyway, but okay, you were Chip. I love Chip. Can you still do the Chip voice?
I can.
Oh, come on!
No, I tried to do the Chip voice when they were starting to do the sequels. They gave me first shot at it.
Oh, right, the Christmas.
But my voice had changed.
You're a man or a teenager.
I couldn't get there. I mean, Mama, there's a girl in the castle. It's not even close. It's high and squeaky. but like, I was trying to. I'm like, okay, I'd listen to it, and I'd try and get there, and even then, almost 20 years ago now.
And what I liked was Chip was kind of naive, when they were falling in love. He was like, what's going on? And, they're like, well, there's something there that wasn't there before.
It's there, Mom.
Right.
Yeah.
Chip didn't know they were about to get it on. Yeah, well, they
Didn't have a clue.
He didn't realize it.
That line, I'll tell you when you're older, Chip, grew out of a funny story. Okay, his mustache tickles Mama. Right, okay. I would always do my lines 2 or 3 times.
Yes.
And I would read them, and I would do my thing, and then they would give me some notes, whatever.
Right.
The line is, his mustache tickles Mama, because Maurice goes to take a sip.
Yes.
I said, his mustache tickles Mama.
Oh.
And the whole booth busts up. They're just losing it. I can't hear them. I don't know what's going on in there. So I said, what? What's so funny? And they said, we'll tell you when you're older. They ended up writing that into the movie.
And you're like, oh, wow. Yeah. Well, all right. There you go. All right, man. That's a great. Listen, you've been in 2 of my favorites. It's good to see you. Finally, actually, officially meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you.
I'm gonna let you go because I'm not. If not, I'll talk all night, bro. I do this. I'm terrible at it.
That's cool.
Nice meeting you, though.